family. Welcome to Breaking Generational Curses. If you are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And if you are new here, I'm Ciara, and this space is all about keeping it real, breaking toxic cycles, renewing the mind, and building legacy, all while keeping Christ at the center. Lately, I have been having a lot of conversation around what to do when you start questioning your road to purpose, let alone when others start questioning your calling. So today, I not only want to talk about having faith. I mean, we know we're supposed to have that, right? But I want to talk about the courage and the confidence, confidence it takes to step out and actually move into a direction that's filled with uncertainty. All right, so let's get into it. In my book, Breaking Generational Curses, there are two chapters that people have told me often are two areas that they struggle with the most. That is beginning the journey and the setbacks that come along the way. Truth be told, and I've said this before in a few other videos, when you start walking with God, let alone walking in your purpose, it's like having a target on your back that's set by the enemy. Okay? Things will come your way that will trigger setbacks, make you second guess yourself, all the things, right? And of course, yes, life has its own way of throwing curveballs, and sometimes we get in our own way, right? But also, there are things that are intentionally sent to knock us off of our focus. Um, I recently came across a post that sort of bothered me. And when I say bothered, I mean, I felt bad for this individual. And in the moment, I just wish he knew that what he was experiencing was more than likely an attack from the enemy, and that the question that was posed to him, it wasn't personal. It probably didn't have anything to do with him at all. And I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about it. So I followed this young man on social media, on one of my other many social media platforms, and he is an entrepreneur as well as a new author. And this young man has been doing all the right things, promoting his businesses, and of course, promoting his new book. He has been, man, giving his testimony here and there of all the places and the rooms his book has allowed him access to. It's been very inspiring, and he's always so lively. So I love following people that's usually upbeat. Well, a little while back, he gets on social media to share his experience at a particular event that he was excited and honored to be invited to. Just to have someone there make him question his whole existence with being there. And so, of course, as any event of this sort of caliber, there were a number of vendors there and other authors there, of course, promoting their work. And of course, the attendees were encouraged to patronize the vendors and visit the tables of the authors and different things of that nature. And as the event went on, I mean, he said that he was able to network, he made some great connections, and of course, he made some sales. So as the event started to die down, he said that another author from another table walked over and he picked up his book and he checked it out front to back, checked out the cover, and in a very dry tone, he asks, "Well, what makes you qualified to be here?" And the young man said he was stunned by the question and really didn't know what to say. So he just started telling the author, a little bit about the book. And he said that as he was talking, the gentleman sat the book down, looked at him, shook his head, and just walked away. The young man went on on the post and started kind of questioning himself and asking, those who had read the book if they found quality in it. And you can tell from that small gesture that he was bothered by that, which anyone would be. I know, well, I don't know about some of you, but I probably would have been ready to flip the table like Jesus in the temple. Still a work in progress. Here's the thing: the enemy will always find a way to plant the seed of doubt in your mind, okay? He will use anyone and anything to make you rethink your value or the value of your work, right? Just to get you off track. And if we're also being honest, that comment really revealed more about the other person's character. You know, to decide to step to someone and be smug or, come off kind of belittling, um, that reveals the unhealed part of them, right? That young man must have been doing something right. That's how I feel about it. He has to be doing something right that caught that gentleman's attention, because that's usually how it works, right? Think about it. If a person is doing something wrong, there's not many people who would step to them to correct them. But if you are doing something right in the presence of unhealed people, they will find something wrong. Okay? That is the truth. So I'll say this to all of my leaders, creatives, authors, business owners, whatever your lane is, okay? Just remember, as much negativity that is being pushed out into the world, there is just as much good, okay? God is raising up a standard of greatness and purposeful work. So as long as you are following the call on your life, your gift will make room for you. All right. I'm going to link two scriptures below so that you can keep these with you. Remember Ephesians 2:10. You are God's masterpiece, created for good works that he's already prepared in advance. All right. And then Colossians 3:23. Work heartily as for the Lord and not for men, knowing you will receive an inheritance from him. Okay? So that means even when people are sent to deter you, okay? And some people don't believe this, but when the enemy can't get you any other way, he will send people physically to try to stop you in your tracks. All right? But I want you to be encouraged. Walk in your authenticity, okay? Regardless of the naysayers. You are needed. What you have to offer is needed. God has already assigned territory and people who are looking for you. They are looking for what you have to offer, okay? There are positions opening up. No two or three things are the same. So even if you are in the same arena with a plethora of other people, they have their own lane as well. Think about it. There are millions of books that have been written. There are thousands of fashion designers, millions of businesses being started each year, all serving its own purpose. So trust me, there is room for you. Okay, don't be fooled. The enemy will definitely try to stop you from moving forward, but don't fall for it. That's why you have to believe even when no one else does. And when doubt creeps in, it's okay to take a step back and ask God, okay, God, I just want to confirm, did I hear you correctly? Am I on the right track? Okay. But once he confirms, again, because he will, stand on that. And the next time your qualifications are questioned, be confident in the works of your hands. Be confident in knowing that you are producing what you've been called to do. And simply because you are called to do whatever that thing is, Know that your life experiences, those early morning, late nights, sleepless nights, tears, whatever, right? They have qualified you. All right? You were created for such a time as this. So leave a comment. I would love to hear about that thing God has put in your heart to move forward with. And guess what? I'll be praying over that thing with you because the enemy doesn't get a say in what God has already established for your life. All right? So until next time, keep moving forward in peace, love, and healing. All right. Lord, I need you.